Okay. So, okay. Anything, if anything, that wasn't because that didn't happen because of the laptop itself. No, there was just a huge ass fucking uh just just like the internet just shat itself for a split second there because my PlayStation 5 disconnected from the internet for a split second. That was not the laptop. Laptop as of now is still good. Turn. You. I mean, the third one is definitely interesting. I don't know how I would be able to play it because I don't have an SNES emulator, and I'm not going to even attempt to try and make a fucking repo card. But it looks interesting. I'll say this though: if I do play that version, I want to play the original Final Fantasy VI first, because I feel like I owe it to Final Fantasy VI as a much work playing the website. So that at least solves like the compatibility. But I still want to play the original Final Fantasy VI first, because it's a game I've been wanting to play for a long time. And I don't want to play a mod of a game that I've never played. I feel like I won't be able to appreciate the mod in the light that it's supposed to. Like this. I don't want. As long as I can keep this smooth, we're gonna pull. On the Switch, it would mean something if I actually owned a Switch. Like, I'm sorry, but when all third-party games are guaranteed to run worse on the just because of hardware limitation, I don't feel the need to own your console, because no amount of fucking first-party support convince me to buy a Switch. Wait. Look like it's direct on that website. Like PS4, PS5, okay. Like PS4 and PS5, that means a lot more. Alright. Because like my whole thing about the like my whole thing about like Nintendo consoles is really after the Wii, I have no interest in owning any fucking Nintendo console. Well, that yeah, you would they would have to emulate. If it's on the website, they would have to emulate. That's the only way you can get it to fucking run. Like after like the fucking Wii, I had no fucking interest in owning
there's a UT
any fucking Nintendo console because the Wii felt like the Wii actually transformed games, and every console that came after it just felt like a fucking game. You know? That one. And even then, like all modern games that release for like Nintendo consoles after the fucking GameCube are throttled versions of what like the PS5 and what PlayStation and Xbox put out. So it's like I would rather have the more capable console for the games that I know that I'm going to play, unless I know for a fact that the gimmick Nintendo is pushing is something I would actually be. Which the Wii, I was actually interested in. Wii U, that console fucking sucked. Nobody owned the Wii U. And the Switch, I'm just wasn't interested in the 2-in-1 type console. Hi, bro. Switch 2 is basically the Switch 1 just beefed up, and so like if you weren't convinced by the Switch 2 isn't gonna do shit. It ain't gonna do much more. So I haven't bought a Switch 2, don't plan on buying it. I won't have a use for it. Not like I may buy like give me like 5 years time when the Switch, when they become retro consoles, then I may buy them. Because one, they'll be significantly cheaper. Two, I won't feel like I've wasted money. Because I'm gonna be honest, if I buy a fucking Switch 2, it's not gonna get used at all. Because the only thing that Nintendo has any significant, the only thing to me that Nintendo has value with first party release, I can do without. Like I can live my life perfectly fine without playing Mario Odyssey. Like my life will go on just fine without playing Breath of the Wild or Odyssey. Or like any of those or like Metroid Prime 4. Feel like that. I can go on. I can live my life. What about the X games on it? That's what the PC's for, Lucy. Because guess what? On the PC, on the PC because you don't have to go through the ESRB with the PC. They can show actual fucking nudity, whereas consoles can't. So oh yeah, that's your PC and laptop. Mine can. So I'm not talking as in like, oh, like there's like no fucking purpose for it, because this is my personal opinion. I have a PC that can run those games fine. If you've seen if you've seen nudity on console, it will get taken down soon enough, because the ESRB just won't allow it. That's the whole fucking reason why. That's the whole fucking reason why they were created back in the fucking 80s. For sexual content. Like you have nudity, your game automatically gets a fucking like AO rating, which, and consoles are legally not allowed to sell AO games. Yeah, like, I have no interest in playing first-party Nintendo games, so therefore, me buying a Switch 2 would just be a giant waste of fucking money. Because all the games I can get on the fucking Switch 2, all the games that I would want to get on the Switch, would run better on my PS5, so why not just get them there? This track sort of throws me. Look, I don't remember. Damn it. And the other gimmick about the Switch is that, oh, you can play games for. Well, I got a Steam Deck for that reason. Whenever I do want to play games portable, or like I don't want to play games, I have a Steam Deck. I'll be fine. It does the job just fine. Damn. Alright. Got this track down. Right as I say that, I lose all my fucking momentum. Whee! How's stream looking for you guys? Good? Wait. Wait, long as shit's looking good. Seems like the upgrade's working pretty well so far. Any internal settings I can change to that car to optimize its fucking performance. I might have a couple months to spare, or I need to really address getting a more dedicated. Because my plan for this, is to clean up a lot of the clutter that has become, because of the fact that, no secret, I've said this plenty of times, my computers were not set up to be streaming pieces, set up to make music, which means you have a stream capable piece, but it's not a very stream friendly. So what I want to do, I want to get like a micro PC and get like enough. I want to get like a micro PC, like attach it to the back of like a fucking monitor, and then stream off of that. So that way it's portable enough to where I don't mind like lugging it upstairs and downstairs, but powerful enough to give a stream stream quality capable of the laptop streams are just not as good. They're not as good to view, and they're not as fun to run. Like that's just the abject reality. So it'll be the ability to give like a stream ready fucking PC quality stream, no matter where I go, whether it's upstairs or downstairs. And also it will allow my